Good evening. We welcome you live to the 2025 high school football season. It's here. The Sweetwater Wildcats taking the field for the first time in this 2025 season, hosting county rivals Sequoyah. It doesn't get much better. Glad you're with us tonight as Sweetwater takes the field for the 31st time against the Sequoyah Chiefs. Sweetwater leads the overall series 23-7, and Sweetwater has a streak of 6 in the series. You have to go back to 2019, last time Sequoyah won.
That old line is just pushing them off there. Ty runs hard, but as we all know, you need that push up front.
1st and 10 Wildcats at the Sequoyah 12-yard line. Handoff. Jeremiah Paris going to the outside inside the 10-5 to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Wildcats. Jeremiah Paris, 12 yards. Here's a kick away, end over end kick over the return man's head. Going to bounce and not go into the end zone. He picks it up at the 1-yard line. He loses the football. It's recovered at the 1-yard line by the Sweetwater Wildcats. Tied at 7. Sweetwater trying to take the lead. Dacus, quarterback sneak, pushing into the end zone. Touchdown! Wildcats, Nolan Dacus. 3rd down, 7 for Sequoyah at the Sweetwater, at their own 20-yard line. Trailing Sweetwater 14-7. Phillips out of shotgun again, 3 receivers near side, 1 far. Phillips being pressured, hit as he throws. It's to be intercepted by Landon Murphy at the 26-yard line. Return down to 20, 15, 10, down to the 6-yard line. They hurry. It's 3rd down and go. Handoff Fitch again. Fitch weaving his way into the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. Ty Fitch, 2 yards out. Dacus under center. Play. No, he did hand it off to Jeremiah Paris. Got some room to the outside. He's down to the 15, the 10, along the sideline. Tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. Jeremiah Paris, 19 yards. Snap. Bobble on for Dacus there. Dacus picks it up now, running for his life. Finds some room to throw it into the end zone. It's going to be complete. 2-point conversion. Caden Grabowski after the punt return at their own 35-yard line. Handoff, Ty Fitch up the middle. Big hole across the 40. 45 across midfield down to the 45 to the 40. 35, 30 down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Ty Fitch, 65 yards for another Wildcat touchdown.
Ty's over there telling Murphy, it's an offensive night.
Hard count, takes a snap, skips it to him, and he gets it off the skip. He's being pressured, throws it out there. It is intercepted at the 15-yard line. Corral jumped in front of that, picked it off.
Told you he's an athlete.
Dacus looking to throw, fires, complete down to the 5-yard line. Isaiah Stiles takes it the other 5, touchdown. Wildcats again. Isaiah Stiles at 16 yards. Campbell goes in motion across the formation. They give it to Ty Fitch, another big hole down inside the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Makes a man miss, makes another man miss, but brought down from behind at the 1-yard line. They spot him at the 3, actually, so a gain of 43 on that. And then on 1st and goal, it's Nolan Dacus on the quarterback keeper, pushes into the end zone for another Wildcat touchdown. That will be the final play of the first half. An eventful first half, especially if you're wearing blue and gold. In tonight's case, black and gold. Yeah. All Sweetwater, especially after the first couple minutes after Sequoyah scored. Sweetwater then hit another gear. Opened it up. They lead 49-7 at the half. Snaps over his head into the end zone, goes through the back of the end zone. That should be a safety.
Yes, indeed.
Fitch in the backfield. Dacus takes a snap, looking to throw, fires to the outside, complete to Jeremiah Paris, down to the 10, to the 5, dragging defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats, Jeremiah Paris. 17 yards. Sequoyah 1st and 10 looking to throw it down the sideline. Phillips back in there at quarterback, heaves it down the sideline for Evan Hunt. It's incomplete. Sweetwater comes away with it.
Picked off.
Is that interception?
Yep. Off the hands of the receiver. And
Landon Dacus.
21, Landon LD.
But a lot to be pleased with if you're Coach Bunch. There's Dacus, first down play, firing out complete to Isaiah Stiles all the way down in Sequoyah territory to the 40 to the 37-yard line before he's brought down at the 2-yard line. We're looking for more. Here is up the middle, quarterback keeper. Bryson Bono in there, quarterback. The quarterback sneak up the middle to complete the 2 yards for the Wildcat touchdown. Bryson Bono. And Sweetwater tonight dominates Sequoyah to start the season, 65-7, the final. Welcome you into the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. Tonight, Sweetwater with a convincing win here at home to start the 2025 season over Sequoyah, 65-7. And with that, Sweetwater runs the streak to now 7 in a row over Sequoyah, and now 24-7 all time against the Sequoyah Chiefs. Artie, besides for those first few minutes of the ball game, this was exactly what you wanted.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, those first few minutes kind of had us looking at each other like, okay. But once that got out of the way, it was no looking back.
Yeah, Coach Bunch headed your way. Your wife's down there waving at you, Artie, so look.
Oh.
Yeah. Coach Bunch headed our way, 65-7. We'll have final game stats in a moment, score updates. We're going to talk to Coach Bunch here in just a moment. And just a big-time win tonight for Sweetwater to set the tone for this season. Now they got an open date before going to Tellico first Friday in September.
And that can mean only one thing.
Artie's already thinking ahead, the Pork Palace.
Pork Palace.
Sweetwater defensively tonight played well. The running game was working. Going in, talking about the new look offense for Sweetwater. They're going to spread you out some. They did that, the wing tee, running the football more. They were successful doing that tonight. As we welcome in the head coach of the Wildcats, we'll let him catch his breath, get him mic'd up here. And Coach, good way to start the season, 65-7 over your county rival opponent. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm proud of our guys tonight. Most of all, I thought we conducted ourselves pretty good, especially the way the game went. Aside from just a couple of things, I thought we won the way that we've taught them to win. I'm proud of how we ran the football. I thought we really established the run game, and that allowed the passing game to open up. And then after that first series of defense, we played some really solid defense too.
Talk about all the positives here in just a minute. There's a lot of them. Let's talk about the start of the game. You get the football to start, the opening kick. You turn the football over, set Sequoyah up on a short field. They score. What's going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, so, one of the things we've been trying to get better at with this team is our slow start. We seem to start practices slow quite often. We started our scrimmage versus Hardin Valley a little bit slow, and in our jamboree we started slow, and so we've got to correct that on our team. If we want to compete at an elite level, which is our goal, and if we want to make a run and try to compete for a region championship, then we've got to fix that there. We can't afford to start slow, and so when it happened, I wasn't surprised. I'm not going to say I expected it, because my expectation is that we get that fixed, but I knew our guys were going to settle in too, because they do every day in practice. We'll have a rocky start, and then we end up finishing really strong. So we got to get that fixed, but I'm proud of our guys for how they kept their composure there after that bad start and ended up with a dominant performance.
Here on the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford with Sweetwater head football coach Tommy Bunch. And, Coach, a lot of discussion coming into this season about the offense is going to look different, run the wing T, we're going to run the ball more, spread you out some, still try to throw it. But tonight the running game was working. We'll talk to our Dominoes player of the game here behind us in just a moment, Ty Fitch. But the running game got the job done.
Yeah, it did. That makes me really happy. You know, if you can run the football, you can control the game. And we were able to do that tonight. You know, as you said, Domino's player of the game going to Ty Fitch. It's well-deserved. Ty had an incredible game. I don't know how many yards he had, but I'm sure it exceeded.
It's over 200.
Okay, all right, that's good. And so that's actually great. You know, so really proud of Ty for that. He ran the ball really hard. But you can't. You can't compliment Ty without complimenting those bigs up front. You know, and we all know that they're getting the job done up there. I thought we started out playing high up front, but they ended up getting that corrected. We ended up blocking people at a low level, driving them off the ball, having good angles on our blocks. So I'm proud of those big guys up front, too. They were moving people. They were making holes, and Ty took advantage of those along with the other cast of talented players that we have on our offense.
Outside of the short field that they were backed up on the first drive, your defense, they played well also.
Yeah, they did. You know, we fit the run well for the most part. I thought we tackled well overall. There were a couple of plays that I go back and think about right now where we missed some tackles in the backfield. So we got to get that fixed, and that's been a focal point of our defense too, is being better tacklers, wrapping up, running your feet, not just looking for the kill shot, but we need to finish our tackles. But I'm proud of those guys. We changed our coverages up some tonight. We were able to get some turnovers because of that. We played well on that side of the ball tonight, and we're able to do a lot of things that we've been practicing over the past couple months.
So you're talking about the big guys up front, and when we talked this summer, I like something you said. You said we're going old school, back to the flipper, no more fingertips. Tell me how you felt about your team's physicality tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was overall good. I think it's a major improvement from what we were doing last season. I think that's what we wanted to improve in as far as our overall team from the 24 season to the 25. I liked our physicality. I think we're finally adopting that style of football, and to me, that's just how the game's supposed to be played. You know, we have went back in time. Our guys are still adjusting to it. We're not perfect at it all the time because we're as I tell them, we're breaking generational curses here, and the generational curse is blocking with their fingertips. But they're blocking with their flipper and being physical more than they're not. And so I'm really proud of them for that. And I think, you know, that we want that to be our identity, and we're starting to adopt that. And of course, getting a dominant win like this and playing in that fashion, I'm sure is going to convince our guys that, hey, this is the way to play the game.
It works.
One last quick thing, Coach, we'll let you go. Big crowd here tonight for Sweetwater fans.
Yeah, it was, man. And that's what it's all about. You know, our kids were pumped. They were pumped yesterday. Like, they come out on the field for pregame, and, man, they were happy. Like, they were just like, man, the field looks awesome. We're ready, you know. Yeah. And that's just carried over today during warm-ups. They were so focused. They were so ready. And then when the crowd got here, it just energized them, man. You know, and we got great staff members on our sideline, John Campbell, Jarrell Smith, Landon Boyd. You know, they're talking that up too. Like, look at this. You know, look who's here. Sweetwater Nation has come out, and they're here to support you, and that means a lot to us. And we hope that we can continue to rack up wins, and we hope that the stands can continue to fill up, and it's standing room only. That's what we want here, and I think we're going to get there.
Coach, congratulations on the big win.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Go Cats.
We're going to welcome in now our Dominoes player of the game, Ty Fitch. Ty, you can put those on right there for me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
And now, what's the official numbers on Ty tonight? And we'll get that in here as we. 15 carries, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns is the stat line. Did you feel like that's where you were at? How many yards do you think you had?
I thought I had at least 250.
Well, a couple more minutes in the ball game, you'd probably had it. But talk about success running the football tonight. Why were you able to have the success you had tonight?
I would probably say Coach Norwood's probably a big success in my running and my big O-line.
Okay. Big old line. And as we were watching you run, you did have some gaping holes to run through. When you see that hole open up like that, what's going through your mind?
It just gets me excited. I know I'm going to run for a lot of yards.
Yeah, and you got a couple scores tonight. Tell me, does it energize you when you get in the end zone? Talk about the feeling of scoring tonight.
It's just nothing comparable to anything else. It's just life.
So what do you think about beating Sequoyah 65-7?
I'm so glad.
Are you going to think?
All right, hey, Ty, I've been watching you run for a few years now, and I sit up here and I talk about you're tough when you got to be, you're shifty when you got to be, you're fast when you got to be. But I think your greatest thing is just you refuse to tell me what's going through your head when guys start piling on you like, you can't take me down. What's that feel like?
I just never choose to go down.
I like it.
Toward the end of the game, you got a little banged up on a play. What happened there?
I got a cramp.
Got a cramp.
Got a cramp.
Got a cramp. We won't hold that against you. You ran hard tonight.
Let me throw in one more number here on that 213 on 15 carries. That's 14.2 a carry.
Keep that the rest of the season.
Yeah, keep doing that.
Congratulations. You are our Domino's player of the game. Get a certificate, and you're going to get a free pizza. Coach Bunch feeding you the football tonight. We're going to feed you some pizza, okay?
All right, thank you.
Courtesy of Domino's. Thank you. That's Ty Fitch, our Domino's player of the game. So we're going to win 65-7 tonight to start the season over Sequoyah. A lot of that coming on some yardage from Ty Fitch, our Domino's player of the game. You're listening to the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford.
Thank you so much for watching SHS TV. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Be sure to subscribe and help support our channel by turning on notifications so you're the first to know when we post a new video.